Hi, my name is Jay Grams. My family has owned the Volo Auto Museum since 1960. We have a few hundred of the most exciting collector cars and they're all for sale in one location. I personally have handpicked them from around the country. Welcome to my sales shop. Come on, let's go for a spin. Hey, we've got an honest Rally Sport Z28 right here. Numbers match front to back, original metal, good honest car. If you go to volocars.com, that's where you can get all the specs. We have the numbers and codes are all listed on our website. Photos top to bottom, price on this car, and a few hundred other collector cars that are all for sale. That's at volocars.com. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the little bell icon. That way you'll be notified every time we post a new video. You'll see them first. Right now, let's take this Z for a spin. The Z28 was the option code for this package, and it wasn't just a motor. It was a motor, it was suspension, it was quick ratio steering, it was brakes, it was heavy duty cooling, and then of course some fancy racing stripes. So the Z28, that was a factory-built race car. The 290 horsepower 302 DZ motor, everyone says, was actually about 375 to 400 horsepower. They really underrated the horsepower on these cars. So that's what makes the Z28 so special. They got a distinct sound and just a whole different feel. Anyway, like I was saying, this one's numbers matching. The motor, and we've checked everything, the casting codes, the dates, it all lines up real nice. Transmission is VIN number match 4-speed trans, the dates line up. The rear end is the original 373 posi, the right codes, also the dates line up to the car. And then the list just goes on from there, the bell housing, the carburetor, all the components are original. It's original sheet metal on this car. That's what was claimed, and I looked it all over, and I have to agree with it. There's no splices or seams. I crawled in the trunk with a flashlight. It's the original metal. So you got good, solid body. Everything fits and lines up really nicely. It was repainted one time. It's the original color, no vinyl top. That's how it was born. But it was painted in 2001. We wet sanded and polished it, so it's glossy. Beautiful car, stand next to it, and it's gorgeous. There are some issues with the paint. There's little pimples, especially when you get back here. So something contaminated the paint when they sprayed it, and especially these black stripes right here, little pimples. And when we wet sanded it, it kind of let the green show through, so they've been touched up. So personally, if it were me, I'd probably repaint the trunk lid. But again, it's very presentable. It's an early car, September of '68. So it's an early car. That's why the short spoiler. The early cars had short spoilers, and then later on they were wider, the width of the car. So this car is born with this spoiler. The stripes are painted on correctly. We did just wet sand and buff it, so it's slick as can be. Glossy clear coat finish. Really nice body. That's the important part. Collectors want original metal, try and find one. This is original metal. So look how everything fits. It's smooth down here, there's no bubbles. This paint job's 19 years old. If there was Bondo and rust, it would be showing. Hear that? It's all metal. No bubbles, gaps are spot on. So you got a really good, honest car here. There is a crack. I think they slammed the hood on something because it's dented up a little bit and cracked the paint right there. All of the chrome is also good, honest chrome. You stand back and it looks new, but you get up on it, it's not new, but it's really nice. The louvers are not pitted, the grill's real nice, the bumper, the emblems, the moldings, all of it's in really nice shape. Probably the original windshield. You can see some faint wiper marks. The original antenna. So again, everything fits really nice. You got a really clean body. The exterior trim package, that included the louvers, the moldings on the drip rails here. Door jambs are really nice. Look at the bottom of this door is spotless. The weather strips are soft. Same thing back here. It's got bumper guards. All the chrome and trim's really nice. The Rally Sport, the reverse lights were down below the bumper instead of in the tail light. It's got the correct type tailpipes on there too. Just a really clean trunk compartment, not patched up, not rusted. It actually has the original trunk mat. There is one tear in it, but it's got a code stamped on the bottom of the trunk mat. I Googled that, and it's the original trunk mat for the car. It does have a 15-inch rally wheel for a spare. The interior is also just really honest. There's just enough patina where it's not new, but it's not ripped up, it's not broken or beat up. Even the carpets look like they could be original. And all the upholstery, door panels, armrest pad is obviously new. But everything's just really good original in there. The legendary DZ302 motor, it's got the right intake, the carb, deep groove pulleys. They were deep, so when you rev these engines real high, the belts don't fly off. It's got the right fin valve covers, dated spark plug wires. It is upgraded with a set of headers, and if you know Z28s, it's a huge improvement. It really helps the motors breathe when you put headers on them. But look how nice this is, not beat up, really good original. The dash pad is a little bit curled at the front of it, which is something they all do. It does have the console with the factory gauges, tachometer, deluxe wheel. Nice and clean jam. The weather strip is soft. It's got the stickers. Underneath the car is real clean. This is from the Davis collection. Very big collector in North Carolina. Camaros and Shelbys is what he collects. And just recently, about $6 grand was spent underneath the car. Front end's completely rebuilt, all new springs front and back. That's all listed on my website, but mechanically underneath it's all done. The car drives perfect. It's got a brand new dual correct exhaust. It has a transverse muffler, which means both pipes go to a muffler. It sits sideways, and then it goes out the correct tailpipes. We start it up. There is an old cassette player in here. Looks like it's from the 80s. Other than that, the interior is original. It's got the correct cigarette lighter in the ashtray. Again, nothing's beat up or broken, but it's not new either. It's just really good original. Here it's got a very distinct sound. I can tell it's Z28 blindfolded. Just so you know, this is not warmed up. It's Monday morning. It's been sitting in here since Saturday. Actually, Friday. It's not warmed up, so let's see if it idles on its own here. It's also a complete cowl induction system. It's not just the hood. It has the air cleaner, the little flapper door in the hood that opens to let the air in. We'll get it out and run it a little bit, but right now it's just cold. That's all it is. The car runs perfectly. So go to volocars.com. I didn't really talk too much about the Rally Sport. That's the hidden headlights. I've heard estimates as high as adding $10,000 to the value of a car when it's the Rally Sport. So a Rally Sport Z good, honest condition, if that's what you're looking for. Not many like this. They've either been completely restored and you don't know what they started with, but this is a good front to back number match, honest, original metal Z28 in very nice condition. If I owned it, I'd paint the trunk lid and I'd be very proud of the car. So go to volocars.com, plenty of ways on there to contact us. We'll answer any of your questions. We'll give you the VIP treatment. You want more photos, videos, whatever we can help you with, we will do. And also subscribe to the YouTube channel and click the little bell so that you're notified. I appreciate everyone who's been watching. Thanks. Come back for more.